Okay, Wrestlemania just ended. Great show. First off, I got the results. Let's get this started. Okay, first match was Shane O'Mac versus AJ. Excellent choice to kick off the show. They a good wrestling exchange in the beginning. They make fun of each other. He actually kicks out. Shane does. Actually, Shane O'Mac kicks out of the Styles Clash, which I thought was surprising. It was a really cool counter from a triangle choke. AJ hits the ref. He goes and he gets 2 trash cans from under the ring. Why 2? I don't know. He goes for a Van Terminator. It gets countered by Shane. Then Shane hits AJ with the Van Terminator. And he kicks out somehow. Then AJ goes to win. But Shane tries a shooting star press. Dude's like 40-something. That's some freakish athleticism. Yeah, AJ wins. Okay. Next up was KO versus the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, Chris Jericho, Y2J. The GOAT. The greatest of all time. Baby. Anyways. Y2J gets the walls really early in the match. And then he calls KO a son of a bitch. And somehow KO gets busted open a little bit. He got a little blood on his head. You can clearly hear thunder, and I was like, is it going to rain on these motherfuckers? Because they had the matches outside in Orlando, and I know it's rainy in Florida, so I was like, oh, it might rain. They exchange, they keep going for high-risk maneuvers, and everybody keeps getting their knees up, busting people up, but this was the best part of the match. Okay. Y2J gets a code breaker out of nowhere. You think it's over. KO's down. I knew he was going to get the ropes. But he gets the ropes with just one finger. He just puts one finger on the rope. So funny. Such a good synopsis of the entirety of KO Mania. Right there. Excellent. Excellent match. KO goes to win, of course. I want one more world title run with Jericho. That's me. And if you disagree, fuck you. If you disagree, fuck you, dude. Anyways, going on, Women's Championship match. Raw Women's Championship match. It's Nia Jax, Charlotte, Bayley. God, I hate Bayley so much. Oh, I hate Bayley so much. And Banks. Nia goes on just fucking everybody up. All 3 of them team up on her, do a triple team power bomb. Quite insane. And then she gets eliminated. Basically, everybody just piles on her, like Team Extreme did to Big Show way back in the day for you old motherfuckers like me. Then Banks gets eliminated by Flair. And then it's hard for me to say this. Bayley retains with an elbow drop on Flair. Moving on. Literally, this next match was the highlight of the show. Stole the show. It was a ladder match for the Raw Tag Team Championship. It had Enzo and Cass, Gallows and Anderson, Sheamus and Cesaro. Every one of those teams doesn't have a fucking team name. They're not really teams. Unlike the 4th surprise entry, this was the blockbuster surprise of the show. The New Day comes out. They're like, it's going to be the New Day. And I was like, fuck yeah, New Day. Love the New Day. Better teams than all fucking 3 of those teams combined. But it wasn't the New Day. It was the fucking Hardy Boyz. It was the fucking Hardy Boyz. They come out, they're fucking like, boom. And then you think, no way they're going to win it. Like, that's the first thing you think. No way. No way they're going to win the titles. But they come in and they just whoop everybody's ass. They start whooping everybody's ass, hitting all their moves. And you think, oh, they're going to hit all their moves and they're going to get hit with something and stay outside the ring until somebody gets the titles. And that's what I thought was going to happen. But Jeff hits a fucking swanton on Cesaro and Sheamus, who are set up on a ladder on the outside, balanced between the barricade and the ring. Huge swanton. And then Matt grabs the titles, and the Hardys win. Shit my pants. Shit came out of my asshole. And then after that, after the fucking highlight of the show, the best moment of the show. After that, you know what we get? John Cena and Nikki Bella in a tag match against Miz and Maurice. You're really going to follow up an amazing tag match, the return of the Hardy Boyz, with some fucking stupid bullshit like that? But it was actually kind of an entertaining match because of the crowd. Because the crowd was so behind Miz. There was this section in the front, right in front of the camera. The Miz was just... They were just responding to the Miz so much. It was so funny because, God damn it. And I'm not a John Cena hater. You know, he's not a bad guy. But you just knew this match was... And you knew something was up, too, at the beginning. And you knew that John Cena and Nikki Bella were going to win. But John Cena was just cheesing the whole time. Just cheesing. They went on to win the match. But then John Cena grabbed a mic and you were like, something's going to go down. He gets on one knee and proposes to Nikki Bella. Legit. And it was actually pretty cool. It was very real and intense. But shitty match. Not a very good match. The Miz whooped John Cena's ass and then he hit him with an AA. That was it. Then you got Rollins, Triple H. Kept calling it an unsanctioned match that they had to sign a contract for. How does that make any fucking sense? But the match was actually quite badass. Fucking Triple H comes out Big Evil style on a goddamn Harley. 3-wheeled. Kind of cool, but then you got fucking 3 wheels. What the hell? And then you got fucking Steph on the back, all leather. Sexy. Looking like a hot, middle-aged biker slut. Let me take a ride. Whoa! And then, you know, Rollins was playing the knee. Pretty good match. The sledge gets taken out. Triple H gets the sledge. Then Seth Rollins kicks out of a pedigree. And you're like, whoa. And then Triple H kicks out of a Phoenix Splash. And you're like, whoa. And then Steph gets on the ring. On the outside of the ring. Hanging on the ropes. Standing right next to a table. And you're thinking, is she going to go through that table? Seth Rollins pushes Triple H into Stephanie, and she goes through the fucking table. It was excellent. And then Rollins hits Triple H with a pedigree, gets the 1, 2, 3. Excellent redemption. And then, because they just love to fucking, after they feed you a beautiful, beautiful, amazing match, they just love to fucking just feed you a little bit of that fucking pure diarrhea shit. Then it gets a little weird. You got Orton and Wyatt, and you knew it was going to be a match of gimmicks. Like, Wyatt's not the best wrestler, let's be honest. But it's really a subpar match, but then some interesting things happen. Because it's fucking WrestleMania and you knew some crazy shit was going to happen. Wyatt does his looking at you but from backwards, looking creepy motherfucker stance, and maggots get projected in the ring. Squirming little maggots. It was gross. Then worms, and then cockroaches. It's quite gross. And then they exchange finishers outside the ring, and then you'll never guess what happens after Randy Orton kicks out of his sister Abigail. You'll never guess what happens. RKO out of nowhere. RKO out of nowhere. Randy Orton wins the title. Next, you got Lesnar versus Goldberg, and the plus minus in this was, is it going to last more than 2 minutes? That's what everybody was thinking. Like, is it? But it did. Actually, it lasted like 5 minutes. And it was a pretty good 5 minutes. Some crazy shit happened. 10 German suplexes, Suplex City. You know you got to fucking play that line. And then fucking Lesnar kicks out of 4 or 5 spears. You lose fucking count. Because he getting speared left and right. He got speared through the barricade. It was gnarly. And a jackhammer. Kicks out of that, too. Then, Goldberg's is setting him up for a final spear. The one that you know was going to end him. Fucking Brock Lesnar. Leapfrogs that shit. Hits him with an F5. Game. We got a new champ. And that's Brock Lesnar. Next was Alexa Bliss versus all the SmackDown women. It seemed. Long story short, is a good feel-good story. Naomi gets the win. And it's good. Like, she was set up to win it. She had to give the title away. It's her hometown. She's the most athletic. Like, she's probably the best woman. She wins off a springboard. Who else? What other women in the WWE can springboard? Name me one, motherfucker. Name me one, motherfucker. Then you got it. The match you knew was coming. The match that you're like, why is this the main event? Why is this the last match? I mean, you realize at the end of it, but first, they bring out good old JR. Jim fucking Ross. God, I'm not a big fan. That's the first thing you're going to be pissed off about. Not a big fan of good old JR. But anyways, God. Side note. During The Undertaker's entrance, which we all knew was going to be 15, 20 minutes long, especially with that long-ass ramp, what the fuck? Why was the ramp so long? You saw John Cena running down there, looked like his knees fucking had the knees of like a 87-year-old. Couldn't bend him. Couldn't bank him straight. It's funny. Cracked me up. He proposed to her, by the way, to Nikki Bella. Like, whoa. Can't remember if I said that. Anyways, during the Undertaker's entrance, some fucking douchebag who probably paid thousands of dollars for those tickets, in a hot pink sleeveless Macho Man t-shirt, and you know the one I'm talking about, was just screaming, was doing the wave. I mean, I guess he has the right. He paid probably multiple thousands of dollars for those tickets. But just sit the fuck down, man. Calm down. Technical foul on that guy. Anyways, so, I mean, I was thinking Undertaker win. You can't have Roman Reigns beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania the way everyone feels about him. I don't really give a fuck. I don't mind him. I think he's a hell athlete. He's a very good athlete in the ring. But fucking, he kicks out. This is what's going to piss people off. Okay. Roman Reigns kicks out of the last ride. He kicks out of a chokeslam on a steel chair. The Undertaker chokeslams him on a steel chair. He kicks out. And then he kicks out of the tombstone. You hear me? And then Roman beats him with like 18 spears and 16 Superman punches. Then the dead man leaves all his shit in the middle of the ring. Is he coming back? We'll know him next WrestleMania. Bah! Anyways, those were the results.